In the heart of the 16th century, a French pharmacist penned down quatrains that would echo through the corridors of time. This man was none other than Michel de Nostradamus, or as we know him, Nostradamus. Born in the year 1503 in the heart of France, he was not just a pharmacist, but an astrologer and reputed seer who published volumes of prophecies that have since become famous worldwide. His name is synonymous with an uncanny ability to predict the future. His book, Prophecies, a collection of 942 poetic quatrains, was published in 1555. This book has been the cornerstone of many discussions and debates over its interpretation and the events it predicted. Nostradamus's prophecies have been analysed and reanalyzed over the centuries. His cryptic quatrains, each written in a 4-line verse, have been interpreted to foretell some of the most significant events in human history. It is believed that he foresaw the French Revolution, a time of great upheaval and change in France. His words are also said to have predicted the rise of one of history's most notorious figures, Adolf Hitler, and the gruesome world wars that claimed millions of lives. Closer to our time, some argue that Nostradamus predicted the assassination of John F. Kennedy, a tragic event that shook the world, and the horrific 9/11 attacks that forever changed the course of history. Each of these interpretations has added to the enigma that is Nostradamus and the enduring fascination with his prophecies. As we find ourselves at the threshold of another year, the year 2024, the prophecies of this 16th century seer once again pique our interest. As we stand on the precipice of a new year, 2024, Nostradamus's prophecies once again intrigue us with their potential implications. What could the quatrains hold for us this time? As we delve deeper into the prophetic verses of Nostradamus, we hope to unravel the mysteries that lie ahead. Before we delve into the predictions for 2024, let's take a step back in time to some of Nostradamus's notable predictions that, according to interpretations, have astonishingly come true. To begin our journey, we will explore the famous Great Fire of London that took place in 1666. Quatrain pertaining to this event reads as follows: "The blood of the just will commit a fault at London, burnt through lightning of 23's the 6." The number 66 is cleverly concealed within the phrase 23's the 6. The phrase, "the blood of the just," is widely seen as a reference to the untold millions of flea-infested rats that in their death caused the deadly fire. This catastrophic event, seemingly forewarned by Nostradamus, wiped out a significant percentage of London's population in the 17th century. Next, make our way through the turbulent waters of history to the epoch-altering French Revolution. In a quatrain, Nostradamus cryptically mentions, "From the enslaved populace, songs, chants and demands, the princes and lords are held captive in prisons." Interpreted by historians, this quatrain is believed to have accurately predicted the uprising of the French proletariat during the Revolution, a significant shift in power and societal structure that forever changed the course of human history. The rise of one of history's most infamous figures, Adolf Hitler, also found eerie prescience in Nostradamus's writings. In one of his quatrains he wrote, "From the depths of the west of Europe, a young child will be born of poor people, he who by his tongue will seduce a great troop." This is often interpreted to refer to Hitler, who was indeed born in Western Europe within a financially struggling family and who ascended to power through the mesmerizing effect of his oratory prowess. Lastly, we turn our attention to the horrific events of 9/11, which were also apparently foretold in Nostradamus's quatrains. "In the city of God there will be a great thunder, 2 brothers torn apart by chaos." The city of God is believed to be New York. The great thunder symbolizes the devastating attack, and the 2 brothers represent the tragically felled Twin Towers. The accuracy of these events, when interpreted as the fulfillment of Nostradamus's prophecies, significantly bolsters the seer's reputation, lending an air of mystique to his cryptic verses. As a result, his predictions for the upcoming year of 2024 hold an intriguing allure that is impossible to ignore. As we move forward, let's delve deeper into what the prophecies hold for us in the year 2024. These interpretations, while speculative, provide a fascinating glimpse into potential global events that may shape our world in the near future. Firstly, we explore the prophecy interpreted as predicting a naval confrontation with China. Nostradamus' quatrain reads, "In the east a great evil will befall, a fleet consumed by flame and smoke." Some interpreters see this as a sign of potential conflict in the South China Sea, a strategically important and disputed region. Next, we turn our attention to the United Kingdom, where Nostradamus' quatrains hint at royal tumult. The Tower of London will see its monarch fall, a time of change and uncertainty for all. Could this be a reference to a significant change in the British monarchy, or perhaps a major political upheaval within the country? The precise details remain shrouded in the mystery of Nostradamus' cryptic verse. Lastly, we look at the prophecy of a new young pope taking the helm of the Catholic Church. A shepherd, youthful in years but not in wisdom, will guide the faithful through a time of trials. This prophecy could be related to the earlier prediction of Pope Francis's end, suggesting that his successor will be a young but wise leader. These prophecies, as interpreted from Nostradamus' cryptic quatrains, add another layer of intrigue to the year 2024. However, as we delve deeper into these predictions, it is crucial to remember that their true meaning may only become apparent with the passage of time. Until then, they remain a tantalizing mystery, a riddle to be solved and a source of endless fascination. As we delve into the cryptic quatrains of Nostradamus, we encounter predictions that are both alarming and fascinating. Firstly, we explore the prophecy that has sent tremors through the Vatican, the predicted death of Pope Francis. Nostradamus, in his obscure style, foresees the end of the pontiff's reign. This prophecy, like many others, is shrouded in mystery and poetic language, leaving much to interpretation. Nevertheless, it has sparked intense speculation and concern within religious circles. Next, we turn our gaze towards our shared home, the Earth. Nostradamus prophesies irreversible climate change in the year 2024. His words suggest a significant shift in our natural environment, a shift that could potentially alter the course of human civilization. Whether this refers to rising global temperatures, melting ice caps, or devastating wildfires, we can only speculate. However, the message is clear: our planet is in peril. Then we journey to the Golden State of California, where Nostradamus has predicted a major earthquake. Known for its seismic activity, California has long been bracing for the big one. Could 2024 be the year it finally strikes? The prophecy suggests a shaking like no other, a trembler that could change the landscape of the state forever. Lastly, a more global and ominous prediction: an imminent Third World War involving the United States, Russia, and China. Nostradamus' quatrains hint at a conflict involving these global powers, a war that could reshape the world as we know it. The prophecy does not detail the cause, the duration, or the outcome of this potential conflict, but the possibility alone is enough to give one pause. As we traverse through Nostradamus' prophecies for 2024, it's crucial to remember that these predictions, while intriguing, are not certainties. They are interpretations of poetic quatrains written in the 16th century, and their true meaning may be different from our current understanding. The future, as foreseen by Nostradamus, seems fraught with challenges, but remember, these are interpretations of poetic quatrains. The impact of these prophecies, if they do come true, could be nothing short of cataclysmic. Let's take a moment to delve into the potential global impact of these prophecies. To begin with, the predicted passing of Pope Francis could send shockwaves through the Catholic world. As the spiritual leader of over 1 billion Catholics worldwide, his loss would undeniably leave a significant void. This could potentially lead to a period of uncertainty and instability within the Church, as the world anticipates who will take up the mantle and guide the flock in an era fraught with challenges. Now moving on to the prophecy of irreversible climate change. If Nostradamus' words hold true, the consequences could be far-reaching and devastating. Rising sea levels could submerge coastal cities, while extreme weather patterns could cause unprecedented destruction. The world's biodiversity could face a serious threat. leading to the extinction of countless species. This is a reminder of our responsibility to protect and preserve our planet for the sake of future generations. Next, we turn our attention to the potential devastation a major earthquake could bring to California. The Golden State is no stranger to seismic activity, but a major quake could result in catastrophic damage and loss of life. Infrastructure could crumble, homes could be destroyed, and the state's economy could take a severe hit. It's a sobering reminder of the power of Mother Nature and the need for preparedness in the face of such potential disasters. Lastly, the prophecy of a Third World War is perhaps the most chilling of all. If global powers such as the United States, Russia and China were to engage in conflict, the result could be a global catastrophe of unimaginable proportions. The loss of life, the destruction of cities, the displacement of millions of people, these are just some of the horrors that a Third World War could unleash. It serves as a stark reminder of the importance of diplomacy, peacekeeping, and mutual respect among nations. As daunting as these prophecies may sound, they remind us of the unpredictable nature of life and the need to cherish our existence. But amidst this doom and gloom, it is important to remember one crucial aspect: the power of interpretation. You see, Nostradamus' prophecies are written in poetic quatrains, filled with symbolism and ambiguity. They are not clear-cut predictions etched in the cosmos, but rather a collection of metaphoric verses that require interpretation. Over the centuries, these interpretations have varied tremendously, often shaped and molded to fit into the current world events. For instance, the French Revolution, the rise of Hitler, the assassination of John F. Kennedy, the 9/11 attacks. All these events were linked to Nostradamus' prophecies, but only after they had occurred. This post-event alignment is a classic example of how interpretations are influenced by the lens of current happenings. Furthermore, the prophecies for 2024, such as the death of Pope Francis, irreversible climate change, a major earthquake in California, or even a Third World War, are all interpretations of Nostradamus' cryptic verses. It's like trying to piece together a puzzle with no definitive picture to guide you. Each interpreter brings their own perspective, their own understanding of the world to the table. But here's the thing: as much as we may be intrigued by these prophecies, we must remember that our future is not predetermined by them. They're not absolute predictions, but interpretations of poetic verses. They should not incite fear or panic, but rather provoke thought and discussion. So as we stand on the precipice of the unknown, looking into the year 2024, let's remember that our future is not written in stone. It is not dictated by the prophecies of a 16th century pharmacist, but rather it is a product of our actions, our choices, and our decisions. In the end, the power of interpretation lies within us. It is our responsibility to shape our future, to make our own predictions come true, and to tread with hope and courage into the unknown. As we journey into 2024, let us not forget that our future is not written in stone, but is a product of our actions and decisions. So, let us tread with hope and courage into the unknown,